Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for listening, and I hope you enjoyed that little conversation we had. It was a wonderful conversation with Ms. Kayabaga Arielle, who is our, and I will say this over and over because we want a lot of firsts. We're hoping she will not be the only one, but she was the first Black woman elected as MP for London West and London City Councillor. She is an amazing, beautiful, talented, intelligent young woman who is doing so much, and we wish her well. We thank her for joining the Love Bay family, coming on and discussing so much with us, hoping she'll come back in the future. I loved the conversation. I loved some of the things she talked about. I loved that she was able to be so personable and so easy with us, on our Love Bay community conversations today. So thank you again, Ms. Arielle Kabayaga. Um, Joining us now is Ms. Faith Geaves on Community Conversations today. Remember, everyone, we are here every Sunday from 5 p.m. I am your host, Brenda Foreman. And if you have any questions, remember, you can give us a call at 437-778-3299 or shoot us an email at infolovebay@gmail.com. We want to hear what's on your mind. Let us know anytime, let's talk. Miss Faith Geaves, let's talk. Let's talk about what we just heard. How do you feel about some of the things that Ms. Arielle said to us today?
I love what she had to say. My gosh. I think this is just me. The conversation isn't over with her. Like, I mean, there's so much. And this is
Mm-hmm.
great information for the community. Where we are, where we're going, what has occurred, what hasn't, how we're going to build this community. Because, yes, as this coming December would be the 10th year of the UN Declaration for the People of African Descent. I love the fact that our government has extended it for another 3 years, and that was declared in
Mm-hmm.
February. So, love our conversation, love the clarity in regards to what's going on. My gosh, this is good. I'm hoping there will be so many people online listening to this conversation because we really need to understand the dynamics and what's going on, where fundings are
Mm-hmm.
coming, where they're going, because the community needs to realize what is it that we need to do for our people. We have 4 more years, 2028, to really
Mm-hmm.
ensure that we get it together and we're taking everyone along. It's not just some or a quarter. Everybody has to come along. Let them make the decision not to come along. But I love what she has said. I love
Mm-hmm.
the fact she talked about the funds that is currently in the budget.
Mm-hmm.
And I was also doing some research, some additional research in regards to what we have as a community have received from 2018, right? From 2018? Yes, I believe so. We've
Mm-hmm.
got quite a few millions out there from in reference to different programs. So this is wonderful. This is wonderful. Yes.
Yeah, I am excited. I don't get excited very easily, but when it comes to our community, especially,
Hmm.
we need help in so many areas. And when you have people who, and I always say the young people, the youth are our future. When you see somebody who's articulate, who is, a force, she's a warrior, in my
Yes.
opinion, and I could only speak for myself in what I'm thinking. I feel her energy and I feel positive that this is going to go forward. You know, um,
Yes.
I had the opportunity, like I said earlier, to meet her at a post budget roundtable. And when I say I have a problem when it comes to budget and talking finances, this woman can articulate everything so easily that the layman The regular person could understand
Mhm.
exactly what she has to say. I'm hoping that another time she can come on to join us again in community conversations and talk about some of the things that we discussed. She mentioned, like, a lot of people who talk to me in regular conversations, friends and family, we talked about the budget coming in and they were upset that income tax was increased. But she broke it down, right? Income tax
Mhm.
was only increased to the top 1% earners, and we all
Yeah,
know that very, very few of us are in the
exactly.
top 1%. So I was
Mhm.
very happy to hear that, because these are the people who need to contribute more to our community, to our income tax system.
Mhm.
She also mentioned, like, the capital gains taxes. This
Yeah.
is what was getting me the most. I was so happy to write this up. She said, the 50% moved up to 66%. So I'm not going to go into that. I want to wait for another time, because I
Mhm.
know she didn't have a lot of time to spend with us today. I would have liked for us to stay the whole hour and talk so much more about, everything that she
Yeah.
discussed. So I want us to be here as a people. I want us to call in. I want us to have a voice. I don't care what you have to say, as long as you have a comment, you have a question. There are no bad questions. We want to learn. I learn something new every single day. And
Mhm.
today I learned quite a bit, So we're going back to our original question. Every show, I want to ask, what does community mean to you? Right? This is community conversations. We want to build on our community. We want to talk about issues. We want to talk about the beautiful things that's happening. But, there are going to be issues. So we want to discuss these issues with our people, with our hosts, with and we want to try to resolve some of these issues. If we don't
Absolutely.
speak, how can we move forward, right? So I'm going to give you my idea of what community means to me this week, right? Community is a group of people living in the same place or having a particular characteristic in common, like, for example, the scientific community. Or is it a feeling of fellowship with others? Or is it a result of sharing common attitudes, interests, goals? A sense of community could be an organized religion. Not all of us are about
Mhm.
religion, but we are about culture. Our people have a vibrancy, in energy and culture. We're social groups. And the reason I say it doesn't have to be in one place, because we are all over the world. We are on the
Mhm.
continent of Africa. We're in the Caribbean. We are in South America. We're in North America. And we are in Canada and the US. We're in Toronto. So me and you, Faith, we
Yes.
are building community as little as we can. We do a little bit. Every little
Yes.
bit helps. We teach one, right? And everyone knows, because you've been on here before, speaking with us
Right.
about all the wonderful things that you are doing within our community. Is there anything else that you'd like to add for our listeners? Because I know you've been doing a lot more since the last time I spoke with you.
Oh my
What's going
goodness.
on with you in your community this week?
Oh my goodness. This week was a very, very, very busy week in our community. We
Mm-hmm.
had, with our food distribution, that was huge this week in reference to the outreach. The
Mm-hmm.
outreach in reference to getting additional food, making sure that our community is okay, ensuring that no one is left behind. For
Mm-hmm.
example, I'm going to give you this. On Saturday, we had to pick up some prepared meals in 3 containers. So this is 3 coolers. So they're like your cube van. So think about a three cube van filled with food in it, prepared meals, healthy, delicious meal. For me to say it's healthy and delicious, because I'm picky, it is healthy and delicious. We started at 10 a.m. yesterday morning, did not wrap up until 1 a.m. about that time, getting the food and getting it distributed. So when I get a call and it's like, Faith, we have this food, we need support, what are we going to do? Small and mighty as we are, we're getting it done because the people matters. Our community matters. And we have to
Mm-hmm.
ensure that we are taking care of the people. If we say we are We're advocate, we are humanitarian, we're leaders. We have to lead from the front, behind, and the side. We have to be selfless. It's not about us, it's a cause, the purpose. Why are we doing this? What smiles are we bringing on people's faces? Are we listening? Are we hearing? So, this is all a part of community. How we take care of each other, it's important. Am I my brother's keeper? That's a strong question. Am I my brother's keeper? Is he okay? Is she okay? So, that was a part of the community work. Just one day. That was Saturday night. Thursday, we were very busy again. Food,
Mm-hmm.
ensuring that community is okay. And it includes our asylum seekers, our seniors, our families, our single people. So we share, there's shared values, there's things that pull us together. And that's what community is about. What is it? It's us, for us, because of us. It's about us. So you have to go the extra mile. You got to get out of your comfort zone when you are supporting community. You know, it's nothing, there's no task. It's not about, oh my gosh, I'm tired. I can't do this. Absolutely no, not. There's no such word, I'm tired. I can't do it. Figure it out. Because even
Yeah.
if you cannot do it, you got to get somebody, find someone to assist the cause, assist the need, assist the support. Whatever it is, we're pulling our people forward. Because if we don't help them, we can't expect others to. So it starts with us. So we are
Yeah.
a people who share values, principles, and you named it in regards to who
I
we are.
totally agree.
Yes, very diverse
Mm-hmm.
people we are. Yes. Yeah.
And we have a common thread. As diverse as we are, we have a common thread that runs through our veins, runs through our community, and building within our community. You know, did you get a chance to do any, um, how do I say, investigation into the anti-racism strategy that Counselor spoke to us about just now?
Well, what I looked at, there is a new program because adding to the SBCC initiative, the funding program, there's
Mm-hmm.
a new program that I saw because I think what we should even do is list some of the ones, the fundings that was distributed in 2018, the different components. We can't get into them,
Mm-hmm.
but we could just touch on them, right? We can just touch
Mm-hmm.
on them and what she has added to the platform. So there was funding for support, funding through supporting Black Canadian Communities Initiative, which was managed by three organizations. And I
Mm-hmm.
did, I'm not sure if you have looked at it. Tropicana was one of them. Black Business
Yes.
Initiative, which is in Halifax. Group 3737, which is in Montreal, and the
Mm-hmm.
African Center in Edmonton. So that one was $200 million
Yeah.
funding. Okay. There's also the Black led Philanthropic Endowment Fund. That's a $200 million project. And I think that is through the Foundation for Black Communities, who's managing
Mm-hmm.
that portfolio. There is also
Mm-hmm.
the Black Entrepreneurship Program, and they've received $265 million, but that's through a 4-year program. So,
Yes.
helping our entrepreneurs get on their feet through a number of program and services. There's also mental health for the Black Canadian. I'm not sure how much that funding was, but we have to look at that as well. There's a Black Justice Strategy fundings as well. And
Mm-hmm.
we see also affordable housing funding. And
Mm-hmm.
that's, oh my goodness, federal anti-racism secretary. There's some additional fundings there. And there was, I know there's a new term. Is it called MARP?
I'm sorry?
MARP? Trying to think of the acronym that's coming through the Heritage Heritage Foundation.
Ah, yes, yes, yes.
Yes.
I mean, it's so wide. We
Mm-hmm.
could talk about this for hours and hours,
Yes.
but the things that hit me the most, and I told her this as well, is the entrepreneurship area of it.
Yes.
Because I'm an entrepreneur myself. And I know how hard it is to get up and go. You have
Yes.
so many ideas, you have so many things that you want to accomplish. And being an entrepreneur means that you are not just working for yourself, you're working
Yes.
for a community, you're working for your family. But
Yes.
it's hard when you don't have a little bit of help, an injection in funding. We're not saying
Absolutely.
we have our hands are open and we just want to take.
No.
We just want a little bit of assistance. They say help those who help themselves.
So,
So if we're trying to help ourselves and we don't have a little bit of funding to kind of give us that little up, it's very, very, very difficult. You
yeah.
know, being an entrepreneur for over 20 years, and I've tried so many things. I've failed forward many times, but you get up and you
Mm-hmm.
go. So I am
Absolutely.
so happy that they are injecting something there,
Mm-hmm.
and they're giving
Yes.
it so that the average man, not just, the friends of friends or friends and family of the people who have money, they're
Yes.
giving it to people, the young people that gonna need that start to build for
Mm-hmm.
us when we are
Yes.
gone, their
Yes.
children, right?
Absolutely. Yes. Because they
Mm-hmm.
need it. We've got great minds here, and we
Mm-hmm.
cannot deny that. And as you said, we do need a little bit of a push, a little bit of a help. And we need to ensure when we are supporting our community, we have to think about them because our
Mm-hmm.
community, at the end of the day, we're unique. The way
Very.
it cannot be just the same old for everyone else. We are
Mm-hmm.
unique, so it has to be geared towards our people.
Mm-hmm.
It
Mm-hmm.
has to be
And
geared towards our people for them to be successful.
mm-hmm.
And from that loan, because it is a loan, they can get a loan up to $250,000.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That's huge for me.
Mhm.
It is.
Yes. Yes. So it's pushing our people forward.
Mm-hmm.
It's taking into consideration how we're going to make this work for them,
Mm-hmm.
because it's not every day we get these opportunities to help our communities on a large scale. So when we're batting for them, we have to ensure that the right ingredients are there so that they will be successful. That is
Mm-hmm.
key, because yes, the government provide this opportunity. Yes, and I'm happy. But we have to
Mm-hmm.
ensure that we are really truly batting for them. We have to ensure that, as I said, I'm going to put it again, say it again, the ingredients is going to create a beautiful dish for them.
Mm-hmm.
The dish has to
Well
be
said.
tasty. Yes, the dish has to be tasty so they can appreciate it. Because it doesn't make sense trying to set up someone for success when the ingredients are not there.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't get
Mm-hmm.
this opportunity all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So it's our goal to ensure that we are looking out for them and they're getting
Mm-hmm.
what they need to be successful. Especially, we were hit down with COVID-19. It
Mm-hmm.
trampled on our people. It destroyed our people. So how do we give them that meal, that well seasoned meal that they need to be able to be successful? Yeah.
We try. We try a little bit. When something doesn't work, it doesn't mean we give up. We try and try again. And this
Yeah.
is what I'm speaking about when I say experience is
Yeah.
what gives you that leg up. You can't give
Mm-mm.
up. You know, I had the opportunity to do some recent investigation as well for myself
Mm-hmm.
into the BBPA and a
Yeah.
program that they have. I had no idea. I thought, you should go for funding and try a business and see what happens. But you know what
Mm-hmm.
they do? It's called the Bates program, right?
Yes.
And this is where some of this funding was going to. Now, the
Mm-hmm.
Bates program, let's say find us you starting a business, and we want to help to see how viable is this business.
Mm-hmm.
They help you to do market research. So you're getting, you get accepted into this research, this program, and you apply for it. And then you say, okay, this is the business I want to do. Let's say I want to open a clothing store of some kind or whatever. They say, okay, how viable is this business? They actually help you to do the market research for this
Mm-hmm.
business, right? They
Great.
help
Yes.
you to figure, yeah, they figure out this stuff. So but they work with you into building a business plan from the ground
Mm-hmm.
up. I'm talking the nitty gritty, right?
Yes.
Simple
Yes.
things. We have great ideas, but it's built. Our problem is building the
Mm-hmm.
business behind the business,
Yes.
learning how to run a business behind the idea. We have creative people, but not all of us know how to build a business from the ground up. It's hard
True.
work. So
Yes.
there you go, and they help you build this plan. And then once the plan is accepted and it goes through, then they show you how to go gear yourself towards a
Mm-hmm.
certain market. Then the next step would be what? The legal aspects.
Mm-hmm.
If
Yes.
you're a business to business or business consumer, they help you write contracts. How do you write a contract? How do you follow up? The
Mm-hmm.
simple things that most of us take for granted, like, for example, doing follow up phone calls, doing cold calls, breaking down your day. For the people who don't know how to break down your day as an entrepreneur, you can't just get up and say, I'm going to do this every day, right? You say,
Right.
okay, I think Monday, I'm going to get up and I'm going to do cold calls, from
Mm-hmm.
8 to 10, call people and say, this is my business. From 10 to 12, let's say you're returning all your emails, and
Right.
they keep you accountable because the list of things that you have to do, they help and they keep you accountable through that. When you get to that stage, you move it to the next stage and then to the next stage,
Which is
right? So they
beautiful.
try
Yes.
to help you be successful,
Oh.
not just hand you the money. I had to
Mm-hmm.
find out for myself because I was curious. I was asking people in the community, where's this money going? How am I going to access this money? Find a
Mm-hmm.
way to access it. I am so excited about this. And I want to tell people that, you know what? Don't give up. Find a community organizations who have access to this money. Find out how you can get it, and if
Mm-hmm.
they say you can't get it now, find a way to come back for it because no doesn't mean no. You know that.
Right.
No
Yes.
could mean
Yes. Yes.
not right now. It could mean go get
Mm-hmm.
ready, find
Yes.
ways to get yourself make yourself into a success by starting from the ground
Mm-hmm.
up. And then you come back again. You may have to come back 4 or 5 times, but don't give
Yes.
up. Do
No.
not
No.
give up. Keep going. I want to see young people who are going to be doing well because when I'm in my rocking chair, I want to look back and say, yes, I can leave this world knowing that our young people are building themselves a better world. Because right
Yes.
now, I don't feel too positive about where this world is going. I don't know about you,
Yes.
but I want to be able to feel positive
Absolutely.
about it.
Yes. I agree with you. We don't know where this world is going, but while we are here, we can definitely
Hmm.
set up. We have to set up positive outlook for
Hmm.
our youth. We have to do the groundwork as well so
Hmm.
that their future will be secured. It's not about,
Hmm.
well, they can fend for themselves. Absolutely not. We've got to teach them how to fish in order for them to learn, to know, and to have the tools that they need. We can't
Hmm.
expect them to fish without getting the instruction, the guidance, and the directions that they need. Also, we need to hear them. We need to listen to them. We need to know exactly what do they need to be
Hmm.
successful. And if they're going off path, how can we get them back on the right path? We want to have mentors within our community who is willing to take the time out to also teach, educate, help them to get to their destination. So that is critical. And through this entrepreneurship program, the face is the one who's taking the lead on this with the
Hmm.
loan funds, right? And so you have an opportunity to, I think they are doing, consultation and seeing how best they can support our community in reference to what is it that their needs are.
Hmm.
Pardon me. Yes. So, it's important.
Yes.
Hmm.
I'm
So,
so
yes.
happy you said that.
Hmm. So, the beauty about it, what the government has done. So when we think about it with the Black anti-racism, it's a
Mm-hmm.
good opportunity. It's a great opportunity because we have been the underdogs for quite a while,
Mm-hmm. Far too long.
far too long. And so we have to ensure then the funds that they're pumping into our community is going to be used effectively so
Yes.
that we have a voice, so that our youths, and not just the youth, even our seniors right now, our community
Mm-hmm.
has a voice, a place where they feel that they're accepted. We cannot be in the background anymore. So, with
Right.
fundings that are coming through the pipeline and the fact that the government recognized another 3 years because we were behind, and this is why
Mm-hmm.
we've got that additional 3 years. It's for us now to make that difference. So
Mm-hmm.
I guess we just want to look at that funds again and see where is it supposed to go. And I think we also
Yes.
need to ensure that we are keeping community accountable. The
Mm-hmm.
players, the organizations that are getting these fundings, we have to be like watchdogs to make sure that the funds is being used in the community in the way in which it should be to uplift the
Yes.
race. Uplift the race. We have
Mm-hmm.
to ensure we are doing that because after 3 years, what are we going to do? What are we going to say? So we need to
Mm-hmm.
see results. There has to be data. There has to be
Mm-hmm.
data to show that this is what transpired. This organization did this. This is what it produced. There has to be
Mm-hmm.
report because for too long there's no report. There's for too long there's no information.
Yes.
And there are so many
Yes.
agencies that are doing research. So we want to see those research. We want to see the
Yes.
data. We want to see what is happening within our community. We want to know that these fundings are working for our community. It's
Mm-hmm.
our
Yes.
responsibility.
Yes,
It's
it
our
is.
responsibility because when one fail, we all fail.
Thank you for that. And that is community.
Yes.
When one fail, we all fail. And she did mention data at one point. So it's very, very important. What we do not take into consideration that this is so important. Because if we
Hmm.
don't have this, we have nothing to follow through. We have nothing to go back on, and we have nothing to fall forward with, and the mental health capacity as well is so important. The programs also assist in that because again, being an entrepreneur, it's hard on
Yes.
your mental health. It's hard on your physical health and your emotional well-being. So that well-rounded wraparound system is what I am so excited to hear about. I was so happy to hear. We're going to keep an eye on this. As a
Hmm.
community, we need to keep our eyes open. Every single one of us listeners, keep you are here listening for a reason, right? We want you to know that this is for you. You are a member of this community. If you have questions, call into them, write into them. The website is there. You just go on to Canada website, the government of Canada. You can't go
Hmm.
wrong. There's so many numbers. Find your way. Ask your questions. There are
Yes.
no stupid questions. Just ask them, and people will be there. They promise that they will be there to listen and to follow up. So again, I would like to thank everyone for tuning in to Community Conversations today. Faith,
Yes.
before we round off today, what will what beautiful word of wisdom would you like to share to our listeners?
Um, all right, I got something because this is one of my mentor. A
Okay.
people without the knowledge of their past history is like a tree without roots.
Mm.
So that's coming from the most honorable Marcus Messiah Garvey. Now, as a people, we need to know our history in order to
Mm-hmm.
know where we're going. We need to understand the atrocities of our community, our people, and we want to be able to lift up our people out of those trenches. You see, one of the things we fail to understand is we have a history like the indigenous people, and we can't run away from that. We do. But it's for us to want to make a difference. It's for us to want to make this 10 years decade, which we have an extension, 3 years, to lift our people out of the oppression
Mm-hmm.
that a lot of them are facing that we don't know about because we haven't taken the time to really do the research. We haven't shared
Yes.
information in regards to what is going on. We have not taken the time out to say, you know what? You are my brother. You're my sister. Talk to me. How can I
Yes.
be of help to you? So let's make this week a week where we truly dive into helping and being our brother's keeper.
Yes. Thank you for that.
Thank you
That
so
was beautifully said. There is something that someone sent to me that I would like to share. Just some words of wisdom. And it's an old, well, let's say elders'
much.
words of wisdom. Okay. First, if you mingle with three intelligent people, you will be the fourth. If you mingle with three confident people, you will be the fourth. If you mingle with three millionaires, eventually you will be the fourth. But if you mingle with three not so intelligent people, I don't want to use the word idiot or anything like that, eventually you will be the fourth. So try to surround yourself with positivity. Try to surround yourself with people who are where you want to be. Broaden your network. And do not forget to make that step. You don't always have to see the full staircase. You just have to take the first step. And with every step that you take, the staircase will light itself up. Don't be afraid. Fear is your friend. Don't run away from fear, you know. And on that note, I would like to thank you, Faith,
Thank
for coming on again and joining us here in Community
you.
Conversations. You know, it's always a pleasure having you on Love Bay Afrobeat Music Talk Radio, where we are a family. Joining the Love Bay family has been wonderful. Thank you all for joining. Don't forget Community Conversations at Sundays at 5 p.m. You can call us at 437-778-3299 or infolovebay@gmail.com. And don't forget, we have the Voices of the Millennial coming up next month. People, Google, check it out. It's something that Love Bay has been doing for the past 3 years. It's a wonderful thing that they're doing for the young people, giving some, support, give them a little help because we all know it's hard when you're studying. It's hard when you're, trying to make every dollar count. And Love Bay is been giving scholarships to young, deserving people, so keep your eyes open, come out, support, let us know what's on your mind. Keep us, in your minds and give us a call anytime. Let us know. Let's talk. This is Community Conversations, and this is your host, Brenda Foreman, saying goodbye and have a wonderful, amazing day. Ciao.
Thank you.